Dr. Martin here. So once again, emotional incest is a type of abuse where a parent looks to their child for some form of emotional support or advice in that nature. So it can be a son, it can be a daughter, or a non-gender conforming child. It does not have to be just a son. It's also referred to as covert incest. But overall, the basis is just an unhealthy family dynamic. So why is this such an issue? Well, when you treat a child like a partner or like a support system, you take away their freedom to be a child overall, their freedom to learn and grow without the added hindrance of like some aspects of significant responsibilities. Now, a child may feel like enamored and privileged by the fact that they're a confidant of their parent. However, this also leads to the child's needs being unmet, their mental well-being not being prioritized, because it's not your child's job to support you. It's not your child's job to make you happy. So like, what does this look like on the parent side and on the child side? So on the parent side, this may look more like you being overly clingy with your child and not allowing them to have the time to grow and spend time with others or doing other activities, trying to control the child and who they spend time with, oversharing with your child about your relationships, even with your relationship with like their dad or anything, or their other parent, asking them for advice, and then also lashing out at your child when they attempt to seek a more appropriate relationship with someone their own age or more appropriate boundaries. One of the big ways that I see this manifesting in adulthood is when a child develops an appropriate romantic relationship with a partner and the parent in question is malicious and often attempts to like sabotage the relationship overall. Now, when this happens, as the parent, you need to find a healthy support system. This is a sign that you do not have a support system. And just remember that like family of choice is just as important as family of origin. So find the support system that you deserve so that you can provide your child with the childhood that they also deserve. But in the long run, for like the child in question, it can lead to difficulty maintaining healthy relationships because the boundaries between you and your parent, which is one of your most salient relationships, weren't appropriate. So you may have issues recognizing or establishing appropriate boundaries. A huge aspect of development as a child is taught via like family dynamics, like what is right or what is wrong and specific values. So if you start off unhealthy, it's already difficult to attain and recognize healthy in the future. But it is not impossible. It doesn't mean that you can't. It can also lead to issues with like identity and esteem development overall, because you were in like the inappropriate caregiver role of your parent. So you may not know yourself outside of that relationship, outside of caring for someone else, especially if your parent didn't allow you time to spend with others your age or doing activities with others your age as well. So a great way to help your child build esteem is through activities and engagement with others to see what they're good at or not good at. And it doesn't even matter, just to see what they like. So when you're not allowing your child to do that, you're hindering their development overall. You also could have like significant issues with intimacy, whether that's with others or even intimacy with yourself, like taking the time to have introspection and learn about yourself. So I know I gave a lot. You know, I love a good skit. So let me know if you want a skit of how this might look in therapy, in the therapy realm for treatment. Leave a comment below, or leave a comment if you want me to talk more about like any other aspect of emotional incest overall.